Hi everyone, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. I have a Divine Masculine read for you, and I'm going to get right into it. It is March 7th, and this read actually extends into the 8th because I'm doing this so late today. The read was actually done at 7:07, and actually 7117 was coming up today, and then 17 as well, so a lot of 1s and 7s were coming up today. The 7th is the Chariot, and today adds up to the 22, which is the Fool. So we have the Chariot of movement, travel, can be very warlike as well, roughshotting over people. But also we have the Fool, which is taking a leap of faith, freedom, starting over, beginning the journey. So there's lots of these big energies, and the major arcana for this read were from the Sirian Starseed deck, were Ascension, Solar Deity, Chariot, Indigo, Starseed, and then the card after the read that I use in the read is Karma, which is the Judgment card. Starseed's the Fool, Indigo's the Magician, Solar Deity's the Sun, and then Ascension is the World. There were 2 swords, 3 cups, 1 pentacle. And again, this main read is Sirian Starseed, so they use crystals for pentacles, flames for wands, orbs for swords, and then crystals for pentacles. So I'm just saying pentacles, but if I'm talking about the main cards in the read, they're those symbols. The court cards were the King of Cups in the challenge position, and the Page of Swords. Page of Swords was in the crowning position. Also the Nine of Pentacles, which is not a court card, but I do consider it as a person most of the time. And the Nine of Pentacles definitely can be the Sovereign, was the final card of the read before the after the read card, which was the Karma or the Judgment card. The coding, there was no numerology card in line with the codes today. The numbers were just 17, 5, 6, 11, 55, 5, 6, 7, as well as 86 and 23 were coming up. And Nix it, 86. 86 it. So it's getting Star, Justice, and then the King of Wands, and then 86, 86ing it, okay? So I take it as it comes to you. And the message was all about the Divine Feminine has expanded as Sophia 9, the collective consciousness of the Divine Feminine. So basically, the Divine Masculine has been being told in this coding, so Divine Masculines, master unconditional love. You have 5 weeks, was what I was getting in the code, which is 35 days, which is the Wounded Warrior and Mary Magdalene. Wounded Warrior reverse is Mary Magdalene, and she comes up as 35 in some of the decks. Okay, so it's kind of like the Masculines getting schooled by their guides. Let's see. Also coming up was the Masculines reaping the rewards of a saintly sweet lover. So master unconditional love, that King of Cups, and then 5K was coming up. So whether it's 5,000 or 5 carats, that was the idea that was coming up here, which I've never gotten that in the codes before. But that's what was coming up. So getting right into the read. Completion, achievement, the world in the right hand, the masculine side, separated from work, not getting along potentially, not telling what he knows about the Divine Feminine twin flame. Phoenix rising, now that the cycle is over, time to tango. The Divine Masculine is mixing it up, offering his cup to the Queen of Pentacles for an opportunity for a new life, putting together their 2 cents to make one big solid gold coin. Horseshoe Bay, Portal, and Bermuda's coming up, the Bermuda Triangle, also the Keys. And the Bermuda Triangle is actually the Florida Keys, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. Devil's Triangle, Hurricane Alley. To ground the triangle at Horseshoe Bay. The Queen of Pentacles half will be flip-flops, grass, and green dresses that are short in the front, and his job to clear the path so everyone can follow. To go bowling. Big wheels keep on turning. Okay, so that's Tina Turner. And then REO Speedwagon came up, was another Wheels song, or I couldn't grasp the song. There's a very popular song that I was getting, and I couldn't think of the name. I couldn't find it either, which was weird because I must not be getting the right word. But REO Speedwagon came up, as well as Wagon Wheels, that song. It's like there's a chorus where it's just, you're just rolling, but it's not like, I keep saying big wheels keep on turning, and that's Tina, but there's another song that I can't think of, so if you can think of it, put it in the comments, please. Clearing the path for the portal to the world, the masculine. The Queen of Pentacles is the space between the mountains, and the Page of Pentacles, the space between the trees, as the masculine. Okay, so he's Page of Pentacles, which is the student of this journey. She is the heart, the home, the ocean, and he is the mind, the air, the sky that we breathe. The Divine Masculine is connecting to his emotions and juicing something special for his Divine Feminine to take on the road. In uncomfortable emotions, strange territory for him, and having success and attention on the journey with ungrounded kids potentially, stubborn and having tantrums. He journeys with a ring, a bow on his finger, to remind him of who he is and to stay present. Dark roots screwed him. Driving home, brakes failed him. With a kid in the car, so that's a specific message for someone. Or good news, he's done work. Someone might be leaving a job, or it could be leaving a job. He's completed a project, or someone could be retiring, any of those situations. Or good news that he's done work. To be still now, but now also sexually frustrated, or just be frustrated in general, or uninspired. Engagement comes up here as the underlying energy, and then soulmate was beneath that, which is, yes, this is your soulmate, and engagement is just going to the next level. Libra, justice, fairy with truth, or Tinkerbell, out protecting self from two lips, my toes, two heads better than one, and a cross to get through, and a horse to ride, balancing things between us with a King of Wands, hug, a real one this time, in riding boots, and a buttercup yellow capes, to layer with white curtains. Apple for your thoughts, or how about 6? It's like the masculine going through, like, what would you like when I come? Or how about we split one? A trade for the red flowers and me stepping on your heart. Put truth aside to compare backsides and get a handle on things. No armor in bed is coming from the masculine. Buttercup yellow bedspread. It's like, so that's the Mary Magdalene color, okay? So then pride comes up as the underlying energy. That's number 19, the sun, right? Ego. And then love underneath that. So yeah, love was number 6 underneath that in the numerology deck. And then pride. The Knight of Wands is out with his armor, and the King of Wands looking at the truth using writing. Ebony and gold leaf, chains and blue reflections of light. Jupiter just right position. Dogs are howling and crabs dancing. The clock ticking and wheels turning. Big wheels keep on turning, so that comes back by again, but there's another song too. Calm waters make for smooth talking. Italian tiles versus terracotta, and chess versus checkers. Schoolboy crush and lasers, stingers and singers. Tried and true conversations. Nervous frustration. Blue eyes under full moon or crescent, with a face inside a globe spinning, so he can see your face at all angles. Expressive eyes and precious lines, ridges on nails, aged well over time, timeless. Can he possibly have a kiss? So these are all things coming from your Divine Masculine. The Page, the Knight, and the Master of Passions, this is all in the underlying energy still, are coming up together. The Page, the Knight, and the King, all of Wands, or of fire, flames. The Master of his Passions. 2 pages of Wands, both reversed to offer the world in proposal to her. His sunshine, the King of Wands, proud in love. So it looks, there's 2 pages here together reversed, which can definitely represent somebody's kids. It also can represent the Divine Masculine coming forward in his, his teenager self with a friend. Okay, so both kind of reversed, not knowing what to do. Or it can also represent both of you. You and your divine masculine, both acting like, teenagers, reversed, kind of shy, not knowing how to go forward. But again, you were getting all sides of the man of passion, the King of Wands, the Knight, and then the Page reversed. The Knight and the King were upright. So it's just the inner child that's a little, not unsure of himself. So recently is the Chariot. Betrayal of unknowing Queen of Wands reversed. Refusing to see intuition, on a vengeful mission around the world, having tantrums, or it's her and 2 kids all having tantrums. They're all reversed, like mother, like children, bowling for dollars. Strike 3 and you're out. We'll save the 4th one for later. The foundation is grief and stuck in the emotions of speaking the truth until the Emperor hears them. So this is like the masculine seeing how the feminine is trying to tell her truth until he actually hears, okay? Or makes an offer. Centrally, the exposure of truth and recovery, rising up emotionally, detached or purging, exposing attempts to wake up the karmic in kids to the harsh truth, the challenge being for the masculine, the King of Cups, unconditional love, but also the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands was coming up here as weak, defensive Leo, making bad decisions and or manipulating the High Priestess or the Secret or their psychic abilities and intuition. And now the Queen of Swords is talking about it. As they're doing it, she's talking about it as the Divine Feminine speaking her truth. So crowning the read now for the masculine is a spark of light, a message or idea. The Queen of Cups, third party, through workplace, church, or school, or creative place of co-creation. She's coming up here as the masculine, seeing her as needing an education in healing frustrations, needing to be schooled in the school of hard knocks. A sea of options, never sure which one to pick until the devil comes along, waving and saying, hey, pick me, right? So synchronicities have been showing the Divine Feminine my wave. So the masculine saying, I am coming forward to you through all your synchronicities. You feel me, you see me, you hear me, whatever it is. See me, I was just getting Tommy. Feel me, okay, touch me, heal me, see me, feel me. Okay, so that's coming up from the masculine. The Page of Swords with opportunity or invite of sorts. So he's saying all these things were an invite of sorts, but it's not actually being direct and coming forward in the 3D. Cross keys, my toes, cleavage, and Cupid, schooling the Divine Masculine about still being with his karmic or the Queen of Wands and hurting the High Priestess, to show her up, leaving her out the whole time, to make her feel like the peasant girl, that she was not good enough for you. Soon for the masculine comes up indigo eyes. Eyes of Laura Mars came up. So if anyone of you who are not familiar with that, you might want to look up that movie or watch that movie, The Eyes of Laura Mars. Awakened in aftermath of ungrounded Queen of Pentacles, inspired suddenly to ground and integrate as the Divine Masculine. The Divine Masculine is coming up as the Starseed Fool, with a bomb dropped on himself, laying down swords with Angel, with patience, prisoner of death and transformation, needing to apologize to Angel and get her free and set her free. Grim Reaper, like Reaper, not just death, Grim Reaper, not just death, Grim Reaper, but the grim as him being grim, and then the person who's reaping their rewards. Playfulness came up, as well as love yourself first for the masculine, as well as past life relationship. Yes, you've known this person before. Around the masculine, or how he is seen, is coming up the Six of Cups, which can be the twins, the kids. Balancing act, letting go to repair and choose a path of love and a hug. The children are mimicking their parents' behavior. It's saying, so, this hug is saying, when you hug, the children will mimic this behavior as opposed to any bad behaviors that have gone on in the past. It'll change what they see. Clear blocks of brain wars and anxiety, instability, negative self-talk, and sneaky behavior. Change came up as really significant in the numerology deck, as well as communications and spiritual career for the masculine. The thorn, the space between the bullshit, overhung by a red curtain, the bull can't see. It's not in his dimension because it's above him. It's out of his periphery. Obsessing about passion, cutting cords, hair, or threads. Attachments to the races. So someone might be gambling, or they could be prejudiced. So attachments to the races, dark pillars, and or manipulators in power who make him look good so he thinks. Sovereign has given up on players, his feminine, karmics and friends who treat them as seconds or outsiders. Sweet lotus of karma, connection to karma, to karmic and family. Now they can be just friends. So the masculine saying this to his karmic and family, who are bored with topics of health and interesting third partner. Or the kids are going with the karmic and her connection to wealthy family. Or a karmic is suddenly married to a younger guy who has everything and is obsessed with her, and the kids are going with them if they have kids. Or the judgment came down for a sudden divorce, but remaining friendly with karmic for the sake of the kids and the family, healing at night in chaos, or without a car or canceled move or trip, delayed new life, or holding back energy or time or money to end the battle of wounds, the battle of the roses coming up again here, and overwork, which is causing lack of focus. For new love, for breaking patterns and being real. So it's coming up as the masculine having a new love for doing these things. The King of Pentacles reversed, coming up ungrounded, a fool for lover. The world is complete after grief, a fresh start with twin and or kids, moving, traveling, maybe to the sun, or just exposed. The challenge being the King of Cups, unconditional love, indigo abilities and anxiety when needing to communicate with sovereign lotus. Afraid of being judged, a fool in love. Okay, so that's what came up for you guys. That's it for today. I'm going to show you the picture. Make sure to drink your water and get your rest. Be good to yourself, pamper yourself. Alright, that's the full read, and then I have the basic read here, so you can see it a little bit clearer. Okay. Just take it easy and take a deep breath. Rise and be loved, guys. Bye.